Leafs talk, JD Bunkis, Sam McKee. Leafs lose 4-0. You get skunked. They go 0 for 5 on the power play. Kind of a perfect checklist game for the things that have been trouble in this team, bud.
Yeah. A lot of going through the motions for the guys wearing the white sweaters tonight.
That's going to be this show tonight, going through the motions. This is going to be an extension of this hockey game.
It really just, I can't remember watching, I mean, I guess like since 2015, 2016.
Sure.
But I can't remember watching a Leafs game where there was just so little generated by anybody.
Yeah.
Like they had 22 shots tonight. It felt like one shot. Like I'm trying to think of their dangerous scoring chance they had tonight. Like I'm watching this game closely, well, as close as I can without my eyes rolling into the back of my head.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know what the plan is. I don't know what anybody's supposed to be doing out there. They don't generate any offense. They don't have a forecheck. They don't have good defensive zone coverage. They grade A's. The Capitals hit how many posts tonight? They score 4 goals. Could have been 7. Like I don't know what it is I'm looking for.
That was a flattering score. That was a flattering score. I will say this, that like, to me, the issue is clear and obvious. It's that the star players don't possess the puck enough. If you look at the goals that Washington scored tonight, right? The first couple of goals they score, they're off of plays where they have possession. One of them's a good bounce. I thought, again, not enough urgency from the captain who's right there at the net for the first goal. The second one, same thing. The Capitals are hungry on pucks. They're winning puck battles. They're creating turnovers. They're keeping the puck on their sticks. They're driving possession. They're holding on to it. They're creating plays. And they finally get rewarded for their work. And Toronto's offense is just, there's no sustained pressure. There's no sustained possession. To me, like, I actually thought that the Tavares second line had its moments tonight. Like, I thought that they kind of, relatively speaking to the rest of the team, that the bottom 6 was working early. They faded as the game went on. Mm-hmm. Tavares and Robertson were kind of working their bag off. The second power play kind of snapped a couple of times. But to me, this one was just, pure, plain and simple. We went hard on Matthews on the last show when they won. Mm-hmm. They were the least noticeable group on the ice tonight, and it's the highest paid line on the team. I like the times that I remember them when you're talking about, like, what is it you say you do here? Why don't they have possession of the puck? Like, why? And I get, like, there's a lot of people that are going to be saying it's Berube, and I don't discount that. I'm open to the idea of trying a new coach and seeing if it changes the way that those guys hold on to the puck more. But this was just a game where it felt like they never really had it. And the only guy that was noticeable was Nyes. And that's when he went with Tavares and Robertson.
It's just, they're not seemingly the top line. I mean, you put that together and with the thought in mind to have one line that's going to go nuclear, and you take from the rest of your team.
That's it.
You make the rest of your team worse for those 20 minutes to be so overwhelmingly good that you can sort of, survive the rest of it and hope to get something good out of the rest of your lineup. And it's the opposites happening. Like I saw Luke Fox tweet. I don't know what they finished up in the third period, but at 5-on-5 through 40 minutes, that line had been outshot 7-0.
Yeah, they were getting caved. Yeah, they were getting caved.
But, like,
that's what I'm saying.
They can't.
That was the problem tonight.
They don't have to be dominant every shift, clearly, but they can't be awful every shift. Mm-hmm. And I don't know what the explanation is. I guess it's just that they're aging players and they're not as good as they were.
No, man, no. I think there's first of all,
they're just not moving their feet.
This is not a one. Yeah, I agree.
Digging.
But it's not a one solution thing.
I don't know.
It's not one thing. Like, it's clearly not one thing. It's a multitude of things that are happening. And that's why some of these conversations get so frustrating when I see them online. It's because people are like, can't you see Matthews is hurt? And I'm like, yeah, okay. Do I think he's the healthiest guy on planet Earth? Do I think that he's the same physically? No. It's the coach. Do I think that the coach is to blame? I do. Do I think that's all of it? No, I don't. Do I think that they're a little checked out? Do I think that they're a little frustrated? I do. Do I think that Matthews and Nylander have any chemistry together whatsoever? They don't. They're both skilled players, but the two of them are just they're not playing off of each other well. Like 40, what is Ovechkin is 40 now, right? Or is he 39 still?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Same range.
He's an old man, and you notice him offensively when he's not even skating and not even moving his feet. So the idea that like Matthews got old overnight or Nylander's old when we've seen flashes of it this season. Like Nylander had one good play in this game. He drew a penalty where he went behind the net, worked hard on a forecheck, drew a call, and then the rest of the game, he just kind of disappeared. But yeah, we got the numbers here. It's 3 shots on net from 2 guys that are combining for over $20 million, right? Like I think Matthews is what, 13 point. Yeah,
it's $24 million. It's 20. It's 20.
I don't know. I'm brain dead today.
It's close to $24 million. Like because Willie's got the new extension and Matthews makes 13.5. It's a lot more than $20 million. So they don't just suck all of a sudden. And I guess I'm starting, and this is sad, but I guess I'm buying into the fact that they're not inspired and they're not trying anymore for the coach. Like they don't suck this bad. I just don't think they suck this bad. Like they've obviously, like Willie's had motivation issues his whole career. We know that, where he's had long doldrums where he disappears for weeks at a time. But in the last few seasons, those have definitely disappeared. But now this is his 9th straight game without a goal. That is a really bad stretch for a guy that was really dynamic to start the year. And Matthews, we all know the physical stuff. He's so hurt, then don't play. Then hang it up. Get the surgery. Go on LTIR. Do whatever it is. If you're hurt and the reason you're looking this bad is because you're hurt, then just don't play for a while if that's the reason. But I don't want to necessarily bail these guys out, but I don't know what else to do. I don't know what else to try. It's like if you're paying all these guys all this money and they look like this every night, I don't know what else the solution is. I just don't. Yeah. You just lose every night, I guess. That's the solution. If you want to get a better draft pick, you don't want to hand the 6th overall pick to the Bruins. You just lose every night because if this is the effort you're going to get from your top guys on a nightly basis, you're just going to lose every night.
I said last show that I don't like the idea of pull and shoot and putting it all on Berube. But clearly he owns some of this. Like, again, you can't have these possession numbers and you can't play this way and you can't have these stars be this unnoticeable and not put some of it down to the strategy you're deploying. You can't have a power play with this much talent that goes 0 for 5. And like, so they have that one moment where they start the second power play unit because they look good. The second power play unit gets one shot and you go, wow, like that's amazing.
They're stars.
Yeah, they're really snapping it around. They're like really doing nothing, but they look good in contrast to it. So I hate the idea of rewarding players that quit on a guy. I hate it, especially in year 2. But yeah, it's getting pretty dangerously close to. I just don't know how you don't pull that lever and say, well, let me see it. Let me see something different.
The power play was, I guess, going into that last power play, they were 0 for 4. They had 2 shots. Yeah. 2 shots in 4 power play opportunities.
I don't know how many power plays tonight.
Yeah, I don't know how many they ended up with on the last power play, but that's what the stat they flashed.
I think they got 1.
Maybe they got 1. So they got at least at the most
3 shots.
They got 3 to 4 shots on 5 power play attempts with this much talent on the ice. Like, I understand that it's not a stylistic fit. Like, there's just not a passer that they used to have. There's just guys want to shoot it. Riley isn't great at this. Tavares is older. Nye, like, I understand that it's not a stylistic fit. So it should be 15th in the league. Like, it should be 16th in the league just on the talent that's deployed out there. For it to be 30th and just have crawled its way to 32nd. Like, I sent a tweet, dude. I had to change the channel.
Yeah.
I'm sitting there. I'm pulling my hair out. It's infuriating. I'm like, what's going on in the Raptors game? I got to check out the Raptors game. I actually took a break during one of the power plays because it was killing me so much. And the fake benching, it's so soft.
Yeah, 33 seconds.
No, it wasn't even, bud. They took him off at 140. They go offside and they go back to the top power play unit after their little benching at 20 seconds. Yeah. And you go back to them and they immediately put it offside again. And then they go back to the second. This coach, they just don't know what to do. They're watching it the same as we are. They're frustrated. They don't know what to do. It's a mess. It's an absolute mess.
Well, that's actually the thing that frustrated me not the most of the power play, because again, like I just thought there was, listen, we can do all the, they don't possess the puck numbers enough, which are correct, right? Like we can talk about Berube, you can talk about firing the coach, but the attention to detail on the power play when it's struggling like this is ridiculous. Yeah. Like some of the passes that they make, how sloppy they are, how they don't know where anybody seems to be. They're kind of floating pucks into space. And how many plays are there like this where they're making the drop pass and then nobody's
these guys
there?
Have played together for a decade.
That's what I mean. It's like, it's so hard for me to put that stuff down to like, that's just coaching or that's just strategy. That's just guys who are dogging it, man. That's just guys who are not paying attention.
No urgency
to detail, do not have any urgency in their game and are just kind of coasting and hoping something happens. And like, here's what I would say is like, I guess I think a lot of people are torn about the coach thing, even though it's a totally valid argument at this point. And it has been for a while. Like if we've been having these conversations back and forth now all season and whatever, they pulled themselves out of it and blah, blah, blah. But there's just too many of these, as we said earlier, 40-degree days.
Yeah.
It's more so the idea that this Leafs team has had so much adversity in the past that you do kind of want to see the fire and you do want to see some of, like, you just want moments at least. And the absence of those moments and the absence of those plays is what makes you go, how could you not feel some internal pressure, even if you don't agree with what the coach is telling you? Like, I just don't think that they've deserved the ability to quit on a guy like this, even though, yeah, like I said, the possession numbers were yet again horrific. Their goaltender was just like trying to desperately bail them out. Their young goalie is trying to make save after save after save. But yeah, I think that tonight, the most stark thing was Matthews and Nylander generate 3 shots. And even though it's on the power play, Ovechkin at age 40 looks more dangerous than the two of them when he's just standing still, rifling pucks at the net. Like,
so this isn't on the power play, but this is something that I couldn't stand and where the Leafs are at for in the third period, right? So they send out the second and then third line first, and the second line has Nyes on it. And Simmer's like, oh, wow, they're putting Cowan on the top line. Okay. And like they mentioned that. I'm like, okay. It's like, it's December and your dice roll to ignite 2 10-year veterans that make $24 million combined is to put the kid that was playing in the Memorial Cup last year on the top line to try to wake them up. Like, what are you doing to this kid? Like, I mean, they've done the yo-yo with him all year in terms of top
who's had
line.
Moments, but overall looks in.
But he's a kid, man. He's an absolute kid. It's like he's been good.
He's not lighting it up.
He's exceeded my expectations in terms of what I thought he could contribute to this team this year. But for them to be like, yeah, we're going to the third period. Our backs are against the wall. The noise is mounting. The articles about the relationship with the fans and the captain and all those idiots on Leaf Talk talking about it. All these different things. And you're like, my move is the kid on the top line. That'll do it. Yeah, that'll do it. That'll do the trick. Like, it's like, come on. Like, what are we doing? Put Lawton up there. Put a veteran up there that's going to do something. Like, just if you're going to make a dice move, don't put any more pressure on this kid. It's like, you're going to ruin him. He's the only prospect we got, bud. And you're going to ruin him. Like, come on.
Yeah. I just like, hey,
you know,
it's driving me nuts. I thought that move was more about Nyes to the second line because Tavares
and put someone else up there
more. Yeah, I get it. I'm just saying, like, maybe it's the thought of you don't want to make it seem as though he's getting punished by dropping him down the lineup. I know. I'm just trying to come up with different theories. I just didn't think that move was Easton Cowan's going to spark the $24 million worth of forwards that you got here. I just like, tonight I do look at this one and I didn't like the way they played. And I know that there's a lot of people that are frustrated with it. And like I said that they got to sit in it. But if you have 22 shots when you're trailing the game for the entirety of the game,
the big thing of it, like the score effects of this, there should have been a little bit of an opportunity for you to possess it and you to fire it on net and like get to the 25-30 range as opposed to just,
you didn't possess the puck at all. And you had 5 power plays and you ended up with 22 shots against a team with a weak penalty kill and who isn't exactly the most lock it down defensive team on planet Earth. That to me is something where you go, if I'm tree living, I'm sitting down with the coaching staff and saying like, what's happening here? Because this can't be it. This can't be the night. This can't be the way that we're doing things. And you've tried it one way, but you're going to have to make some adjustments. Otherwise, this has to be somebody else with a fresh set of eyes that takes a peek at it.
But what, like, do you, okay, adjustments. That's a good, do you think that this coaching staff has the ability to make it? You don't think they would have done that already?
No, I think that
third last in the Eastern Conference.
No, this is the issue that I have is, so I've got Rick Bowness on my show tomorrow. And the thing that I'm really like looking forward to talking to him about, I had him on my show last year and he was giving Berube a lot of credit because the way the Leafs were playing the system and the effectiveness of it, especially defensively, right? Their defensive structure was sort of their thing.
Yep.
And he mentioned that in his experience, year 2 of the coaching staff was actually the year that it would start to really settle in. And that you'd start to feel good about your team and that the guys really got it and they knew the places that they were supposed to be and they were bought into it. And for it to look this way in year 2, just based off that one answer, like, listen, it's one answer, but it's also a guy who's coached more hockey games as an assistant and a head coach than literally anybody else in NHL history.
Yeah.
So I would guess that
been around some teams.
Yeah. 5 decades worth of hockey.
Yeah.
So I'm going to give it some validity.
Yeah.
It makes it even more troubling. And I'm just going to keep saying this, even though I think I'm just repeating myself over and over again. I don't want to make
25 minutes somehow, bud.
Well, I just don't want to make it seem like this is excusing the play. That I just, for these guys in year 2 to be looking like this, and for you to watch it as a hockey fan, you can trust your eyes and say that it's both. And that for a team like this, if they have quit on the coach, if they've just given up on trying to play the way that he wants them to play, it's embarrassing given that they haven't accomplished anything and that they brought in somebody else to do it different than they had done in years past, which didn't result in any winning in the postseason.
Totally. No, like, I mean, the thing is, I saw Irv Blitzer put in the stat about however many guys have had all these different coaches, like Barkov won with his 6th coach, Vegas on their 3rd coach, McDavid on his 5th coach. Like, just because every other team has done it doesn't mean that, like, it makes me feel better that the Leafs are going to have to do it. It's
also, like, I like Vegas on their 3rd coach. It's like, yeah, these guys are also on their 3rd coach. Like, how is that?
Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, I think, has had 9 coaches.
Yeah.
That's amazing. That's a remarkable stat. He was on some bad teams too, though.
I think this is the way that it's going to go, by the way, in the future is,
well, the thing is, you can't trade. Like, there's just so much less player movement in the NHL. Maybe that'll change a bit more with the cap going up, but so many of these teams are just completely cash strapped where there's no wiggle room really when it comes to making player in, player out deals, that the only real move that you have, the only real dice roll is the coach, right? And I think we've seen a ton of coach movement over the past couple of years. I mean, I guess you could maybe trade the 2028 first for Rasmus Anderson extended. Maybe that'll fix the season.
No, that'd be great. That would be what
that.
Every Leaf fan is clamoring for.
Yeah. The guy
would be mutiny from the fan base.
Every Calgary fan's like, have fun with Swedish Riley. I'm like, oh God.
Yeah.
Oh God. Oh God.
So yeah, I just, like, people have been begging for it. They've been asking, like, hey, what do you like? At this point, Berube, he's tried to load up the first line. Like, he's put all the talent up there, and it's done basically jack squat.
Yep. He's
kept that power play unit together the entirety of the season.
Yeah.
He's done it his way. We're getting around to Christmas. Yeah, I do think that now this is kind of on him to adjust, or like you said, there's just no other option.
I think, a person we're leaving out of this conversation is the general manager too.
Sure. In what regard?
Just in terms of team construction. And, I know they've had a lot of injuries or whatever, but it's on a perfect roster.
No,
it's far from,
but I didn't, sure, but fine.
Yeah.
But I didn't think tonight's problem again was Scott.
It was your best guys. No, it was your best guys.
Like Steven Lorentz and Nick Roy and Dakota Joshua. I didn't look at those guys tonight and go, man, what a brutal night for you. Like, yeah, Henry Thrun made a bad mistake on the chicken
Thunder.
Yeah, Thunder down under was not able to, I guess, identify that a guy breaking in off the wing and walking in towards the net was someone that he should step towards. But
that Chikrin snapper bar down.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
But like the Thrun of it all, you can't really blame. You go, okay, that's your 9th defenseman that's out there. Like, Dakota Mermis is hurt, for God's sakes.
It's true.
It's not his fault. So that part of it, I give a little bit more grace. And do I say it's not a perfect roster? Of course not. But if I have a line that has Matthew Nyes, it's $32 million for Nyes, Nylander, and Matthews. And they were nowhere to be found outside of getting a ton of shots against and one power play that Nylander drew in the first period. No production on the power play. Like, come on, man. If we're talking about roster construction,
you're fair. You're fair.
It's the top guys here. Come on.
You're right. No, I'm just saying, like, there's something to it. But anyways,
sure.
Like, I mean, he brought in, the guys that he's spent a lot of the money on to try to fix a production problem haven't been very good. So, like, one of them, his big move for offense in the offseason was a guy that's been scratched for all of December. So,
yeah,
like, there's conversation. There's a lot of blame to go around. Can I do a positive?
Sure.
I love the beast, bud.
Yeah, Hildebeest.
Kids fighting.
Yeah,
like, he's not a perfect goalie, and he's their third stringer, and like he's been thrust into a role here. But it's bad when the guy that shows the most heart on your team is your goalie.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was a heart game for the kid in net. Like, he's flying around in there. These guys are firing it from everywhere. Hard shots from the sweet spot. Stoned Ovi on a goal I've seen literally 500 times. Like, it's just, he lets in, like, he could have let in 7 goals tonight, but I love the compete. Like, he's watching his guys out front of him not compete at all and just give such a quit effort. And he's fighting the whole night. So I give kudos to Hildeby. I was impressed.
Same. I mentioned last game that he let in 4 as well the last time, right?
Who did they play last when he started? 5 against the Oilers Saturday night.
Right. It was 5. No. Yeah, he let in. Yeah, you're right. It was he let them all in. And I thought it's going to be really interesting to see how he performs in his next game.
Yeah.
And I thought that he performed adequately. And
totally.
He was good. Positionally sound. I thought that he had to make a couple scramble saves, but he made them. Mm-hmm. He made the one save on McMichael. That's actually the one that they're showing right there on, if you're watching on Leafs Talk. He makes the scramble blocker save shortly after. He was solid. He's a good player, man. They got
Luke,
something here.
6 against the Oilers. Oh, sorry, Mr. Luke. Holy 6 against the Oilers. Just got to rub it in. I will say, though, my obsession with hockey nicknames.
Yeah.
It's the Hildeby nickname progression is the most hockey thing ever. So it starts as Hildeby, and then it goes to Hildebeest, which is an elite nickname. And then it goes to Beast. Yeah. And now Dakota Joshua after the game calls him Beastie.
Yeah. I thought maybe Hildy.
No, Beastie. So we're on like the 3rd iteration of the nickname, from the Hildebeest to Beast to Beastie. Beastie is hilarious. I remember Borny always talks about Monster and Ron Wilson calling him Monsty. It's like, that's where we're at now. Yeah. Beastie. God, I love hockey nicknames. It kills me. The Beastie was good tonight. Good for him. Good for the kid.
It's huge for them because Stolar's, again, just who knows? Not a concussion. Got it.
I don't think we'll see him again this year. That's my guess. No, I don't think he'll play again this year because the way they're playing, they're crashing down the standings. Like, I know the people are like, they're 6-2-2 in their last 10, and you guys are coming. I'm like, watch a game, please, God. They're 2 out of the basement of the Eastern Conference. Like, watch a game, please. But if they continue to slide like this, they're going to rush back Stolars on a 4-year contract.
No, I don't think they'd rush him.
I think he gets shut down. I think he's not going to play again. Our beautiful boy has just disappeared.
That's the one thing you feel great about with the organization, though, is the goaltending depth. Outside of the injuries, which are obviously a big part of it and huge, but they're deep there. That's actually real.
They should trade him for a big defenseman who can't move the puck. Next thing, Tom Wilson looks so good, but holy smokes, Tom Wilson's flying.
I actually wrote down that if the Toronto game was actually the Team Canada edition, he passed it with flying colors.
He's just flying. Big, strong, fast individual. Running into guys. Good penalty killer. Obviously, he was awesome on the penalty kill tonight. Yeah. Boys, at least couldn't get a sniff on him. Yeah. But he was...
It was all him.
All him. But if he's not on Team Canada, we riot. We riot. Like totally.
I think he'll be on. I
give me Marchand, Bennett, Tom Wilson, fourth line.
I think he'll be there. Yeah. I'm really looking forward to watching enjoyable hockey with the World Juniors and then Olympics later this year.
Ooh,
just,
baby, your son, Gavin.
Yeah,
this is a big World Junior year for you. I know. Like you're a year-to-year guy. Like I get it. Like I understand your fandom of the World Juniors. Yeah. And this year is a massive. Actually, just as there's a UConn guy on the team is basically when you love it the most.
No, I actually do love it pretty much every year. Like I wrap myself in the flag and I watch hockey. Like anybody puts on the Team Canada uniform and plays hockey, I'm pretty much in. Outside of
Spangler.
Yeah, I'm not. But I even tune in for some Spangler. Like I'm not absent. Just. This one obviously matters a ton because if he doesn't dominate, he's not. I don't think he's going number one.
Buddy, it's a big year for us.
Yeah,
my boy Carter George starting goal for the Inside Attack as the starter, and your boy McKenna as the.
That's a huge.
Oh my! But the two passes he had last night. You obviously saw the highlights.
Yes.
Woo-hoo, he's snapping it.
Yes, he's nasty.
Yeah,
I need it.
Yes,
buddy, I'm telling you, this Leaf season, and if the junior team, if McKenna stinks and has a bad tournament, and Team Canada loses in the Olympics to the States, like I don't know. This is a
hot time until spring training.
Yeah, darkest timeline possible. All right, I'm off for
last thing. Last thing. I know you gotta go.
30-minute Leafs talk off this.
No, 25. Yeah. Dog ceremony at the start. Good for Biscuit to get her recognition finally. Good for Biscuit.
Yeah. I was happy for Biscuit too.
They said her name and her ears perked up. I'm like, the girl Biscuit. You deserved it. You deserved it. Anyways, you can go now.
Yeah. All right. Sammy will be back on Saturday.
Yeah, you're gone for a while.
Yeah,
you should tell the people.
Yeah, well, I mean, Leafs Talk's taking 3 shows off, and then I'm off for the other 3 that are around it.
Yeah.
So that's the way that this thing's going to go over the holiday season. So who do you got in on Saturday?
Justin Cuthbert's coming in.
Okay, cool. So you and Cuthbert on Saturday, and Merry Christmas to everybody. Try to enjoy your downtime. Watch some football. Like there's a loaded slate of football this weekend, and there's going to be some college playoffs and World Juniors. Like mix in some other stuff. I would say refresh for the second half. All right, we'll see you then.